What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of our goalie career. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. We are now back with another Monday night video, this time finally returning home to Las Vegas, Nevada for a home matchup against the Calgary Flames. It's been a long road trip for the kid, it's been a long road trip for the team, but we are sporting a fantastic record as we are 2 days away from the first of 2025. So nearly into a whole new calendar year, the second half of the season coming up. But 24-9-2 is the record that the Golden Knights have right now. Unbelievable start to the season, which is kind of scary considering that record is only good enough for second in the league. It's hard to believe that somebody has a better record than that right now, but it's probably one of the best starts, if not the best start to a season that I've ever had in any of these uploads. We're playing not bad ourselves, 13 games played. We've had about 10. I think this is our 11th official start, sporting a sub 3 goals against average, a .910 save percentage, and an overall record of 7-4-1. So definitely nothing to be too upset about. You can see there as we switch back to the line score at the bottom right, we're still only about halfway through becoming a starting goaltender, or even being considered at the minimum eligibility to be a starting goaltender. That just shows you how good not only the team has been, but how good Adin Hill in the crease has been for the Golden Knights. So like I said, we're back at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada for a matchup against Calgary. Not a bad record for them either. We know everybody is going to be, tough to play against. There's not an easy team in this league right now. And what better way to celebrate returning home than to finally use the jerseys that you guys requested so long ago, the 2021 reverse retro jersey. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I probably will get it wrong, but this jersey was designed after a former, was an ECHL team that Vegas had, or just another minor league team that Vegas had, kind of a tribute to them. I think it's a cool little look. It's much different than the home and away kits. Obviously primarily red with the big logo. I believe that's the logo that they have on their shoulder pads for their normal jerseys. And then that cool little, black, gold, and gray triangular shape pattern at the bottom. So just a much fresher look, much different look. We'll go ahead and use it. I do like to mix up the jerseys every now and then. Unfortunately, these Be a Pro career modes do not have a lot of customization options that I would hope for. I've been begging for years to add, especially goaltending, like have the option to have different pads set, have the option, they only have 2 helmets for each team. Why not add a couple more to match the color schemes? You provide the team with like 13, 14, 15 jerseys, but you have no other helmets to match it. I would love the option to set a date in the calendar to be like, everybody, this is reverse retro night. So all the fans have that jersey on as well, or they have towels that they're waving that shows what color. I could go on and on. This is a gripe that I've had for many years. It'd be cool to see a lot more customization options enter the game. But for now, jerseys are really the only thing we have to look forward to. So let's go ahead and finally sport this red jersey that you guys have been looking forward to. And we'll get this one started. Let's just go ahead and make sure that we have total control over our goalie. And for Calgary, like I said, I think it said something like 17 wins, 12 losses, something like that. We'll see in just a moment here. Yeah, 17, 12, and 6. So not a bad start for them either. We do have a coach's challenge of having a B+ over the next, I believe at the time it was 10 games. But here we are at T-Mobile Arena, and it's our first look at this grudge match intro as a starting goaltender. So it's going to be Mark Stone for the Golden Knights and Mackenzie Weegar for the Flames, getting that defending boost, a little extra boost that this game has. We're currently 1-0 against the Flames. 6-4 was the first game score. Kind of a cool little introductory video that they have for some rivals around the league. But as puck drop happens here at T-Mobile Arena, now I know I'm getting old, and I know my eyes aren't what they used to be. But is it just me, or did EA totally forget to add numbers to this kit? What? You're telling me we waited all this time to reveal this jersey, and they forgot to export the freaking number package to it? Oh my gosh, EA, you gotta be kidding me. That's such an anticlimactic reveal. Oh no, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's so many customization bug issues in this game, but how do you make a jersey and just don't export the numbers? Now, I'm willing to bet for you fans that requested this, fellow Vegas fans, when you saw this jersey on TV, it had to have had numbers, right? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys, well, it's also going to be extremely hard to broadcast this game now with no numbers or jersey nameplates. We'll do our best, but oh my gosh, that's such a pain in the butt. God, EA, never change, man. Never change. Ugh. Well, I gotta say, the jersey looks a little bit brighter red. Well, actually, you know what? It might just be because there's no nameplate or numbers. Like, there's a ton of real estate on the back of that jersey. Because if you look at them skating towards us, the jersey actually looks pretty cool from the front. But we don't really get the full package here. And unfortunately, that means we likely will not be able to use these jerseys again unless they patch it, which, knowing EA, they probably will not. I might actually file something on the forums to just be like, hey, you might want to check all your old jerseys for all teams because there's some missing numbers there. But anyway, let's do our best to focus up here. Shea Theodore rips that shot wide. I just can't believe that. Mark Stone now being challenged against Sharangovich. He kicks the puck free and it will squirt up. Along the boards, and Mantha now, former Vegas Golden Knights, the big body Mantha, gets in front of Coleman. And we will corral that for our second save of the game, nearly 5 minutes in. And there's your look at the goaltenders. Dustin Wolf playing in 16 games here. I actually believe Dustin Wolf, if I'm not mistaken, at the time of this recording, the Calgary Flames remain one of the only teams still undefeated in the regular season. And Dustin Wolf is actually a big part of that. Now, I don't know if he's considered the starter or if it's just kind of like a 1A, 1B situation. But obviously, Markstrom leaving that team to join New Jersey in the offseason. Have to rely on a young goaltender like Wolf, and he's done a fantastic job. So a little bit of a different scenario here. Backup goaltender in this game, and he's had a little bit of struggles. Not the start he was probably looking for. Back in front to Coleman. Coleman spots, is that Ball or Bale? You guys are always good at helping me pronounce players I'm not quite sure about. Back in front, that little behind the net trick that they love to do, and it squirts free. I believe that was White Cloud Carlson now. So I'm going to do my best to try and commentate this just based on what line's on the ice and who I know. Like, there is some giveaways, like Alex Holtz on this line. He has the red grip tape. Carlson has the blonde hair with the white grip tape. So there's some things that you can definitely point out. Man, I tell you, this is going to be a challenge. This might be my hardest working video yet. So, but yeah. So I believe that is the defenseman there of White Cloud, if I'm not mistaken. White Cloud, remember, Alex Pietrangelo about 3 or 4 videos ago got injured off an awkward hit. It looked like it may have been a concussion. Was hoping he'd only be out for a little bit, but with all the games we've simulated, he is still missing from the lineup. So a very big blow to the blue line for the Golden Knights, but thankfully it comes at a time when the team is gelling very nicely. We don't necessarily need him in the lineup right now, so it gives him time to rest up and come back fully recovered for the second half of the season as we enter the new year. But it also gives guys like White Cloud the opportunity to jump up. Now, in the last video, we saw a little bit of defensive collapses from him in particular that led to a couple goals, but he's also shown some offense. He's shown like he knows how to jump it on the play like he just did right there, and it's a good play from this third line. I believe that was Waugh getting it up to Dorofeyev for a nice shot, and it's going to be Wolf tested along that short side. Now the top line here, it's very easy to spot Eichel. He's a very lengthy forward, yellow grip tape. Mark Stone on his right, Thomas Hertl on his left. Zari now through the neutral zone. A little cute with the puck. He'll wind up and we'll corral that one into the corner. Another thing I just noticed with the latest patch is I believe they actually changed the default audio settings to have the commentators be only for goal calls. Now, that's not something I was actually considering doing that, is putting, you know, James Cybulski and Cheryl Pounder on only goal calls. But I decided to leave it on just because it does fill the void with some background noise. But I'm actually not going to change it back. I'm kind of glad they did that. And I think that'll probably come off the heels of some backlash that they probably got for having the same commentators that nobody really likes for years. But just noticing some things about the patch now. Eichel trying to step around his man. Gets it up, and it's going to be Backlund. Backlund in. He goes to the far right side and will hang on. Another shot in tight. And it's going to be a clear there as Mark Stone will grab this puck. Corella into his own zone. A couple big saves. Calgary up to 7 shots now at the 7-minute mark here in the first period. Hertl behind the net has Hanifin down low with a stick in the air. Gets it across to Holtz. So line change coming out for Vegas, or at least started. Hanifin now back into his own territory, being hounded by a Calgary player. Loses him behind the net. It's a good little skating effort here by Hanifin. Finds Holtz. Alex Holtz. Back across to Barbashev. who tries to load up for a shot, and he's hit off the puck by Bean. Bean now, a double pump in front and a great little play. They love that saucer pass across the crease, but it was the Vegas defenseman, I believe, of Noah Hanifin, maybe Hag. Gosh, it's so hard to tell. Barbashev now with a shot short side and another save into the corner. Kadri now. Nazem Kadri spots Huberdeau. Jonathan Huberdeau to Kuzmenko, and that's not a bad first line. Now, obviously, Jonathan Huberdeau, since coming over to Calgary, has probably been one of the most, disappointing trades in a long time. You see Matthew Tkachuk in Florida, obviously winning the cup last year and being a very big pillar for that organization, whereas Huberdeau really hasn't found his footing. He's kind of fallen. He's been injured. I know that. He's just he's just gone radio silent. He's such a skilled guy. You'd think that maybe he would continue putting up points and being a dominating presence for the forward core of the Calgary Flames, but just really hasn't done much since going there. But, still a long career ahead of him, I would think, unless injuries play into that. So, face off here now for our third line. This would be Nicholas Bois alongside Colasar and Dorofeev. Uyghur wins that, but Dorofeev will strip that one free, and he tries. Oh no! The defenseman, I was going to say, he tried to pop that short or far side over the glove. No rebound or no replay coming out of that, so we'll have to pause this one and review this ourselves. But it's a good face-off win by the Calgary Flames. Colasar pressures Uyghur, which turns the puck over. I like this little nifty shot. It's a really good toe drag to try to pick the top right corner. Wolf does a great job. I feel like Dorofeev probably overskated that, but it's going to be the forward of Sharon Govich who comes off the face-off, and he'll tap this one accidentally into his own net, just trying to corral the puck, and that's an EA goal of all EA goals, but at the end of the day, it is a goal nonetheless. Pavel Dorofeev now up to 29 points. Not a bad effort on that third line. Remember, you got to consider in these Be a Pro Goalie career modes specifically, you typically don't see a lot from the third or fourth line just because of the way, we don't like to play 20-minute periods. So you're playing somewhere between 5 and 7-minute periods. The recovery system for the top six is fast enough where the coach will kind of just bounce between those two lines. But we've noticed in the last few videos the coach using a lot more of the third and fourth line, and I personally love that. And you see guys like this, Nicholas Waugh with a hard shot, now pressuring Uyghur into the corner. And when they can produce, when you simulate games, they get time and they put up points, and when they're on the ice, they look effective. So you love to see that. And it's a third line goal. Dorofeev kind of getting a gift from Sharon Govich as he accidentally corrals that puck, tries to settle it down, and it squirts free past a sprawling Wolf who made a nice save on the original play. I'm not sure if that's pronounced Doer, you guys. And, hey, I guess the game has a funny way of evening things back up as that puck gets shoveled to the front of the net, and it's our own player putting it between our pipes. Like, EA, come on, brother, man. And what's with the replays in this one? Everything's broken about this specific video. We got no jersey numbers, we got no nameplates, and we got no replays. It's another great play here by Zari. But come on, EA, you were supposed to have fixed those goals in this year's game, and we just got two in the matter of a minute. It's a shovel across, we're tracking it perfectly. A good stick poke, that's a great play there. But why does he try to corral this back to the opposite side? And he gets frustrated and slams his stick on the ice. And oh my lord, we have two goals that are typical EA goals. And we're back to an all-square hockey game. 8-8 are the shots. 1-1 is the score. We have a minute left in this first period in a game that is just a comedy of errors. Starting with the jersey, now you got own goals by both teams. And it is back to square one as we approach the second period. Honestly, as much as you would love to try and get a shutout in this game, I'm kind of glad that there's been too many goals where we're gifted one and they don't get gifted one. So at the end of the day, it's an L-square hockey game. Theodore now back into his own zone, pressured along the boards by Zari, kicks it free, and that'll do it for the first period. Oh my lord, EA. Man, I would love 2K to create another hockey game. Those games used to be so fun. I don't know, EA is just... It's a very interesting series nowadays. But anyway, we got a 1-1 hockey game here in a numberless Vegas Golden Knights. Maybe it was a tactic. Maybe if the other players don't know who's on the ice, then we have an advantage. But we got the top line here taking Face off here to start period number 2. It's going to go to Kadri once again, who's had the upper edge over Jack Eichel in this one. Kadri now loses that battle to Theodore. Hurdle over to Stone. Turns and fires it, but it's going to be picked off by Uyghur. Kuzmenko now pushed off the puck momentarily. Huberdeau across to Kuzmenko. Kuzmenko with a short-sided shot. And we'll just get enough of that one to keep it to the left of the, or to the right of the net, sorry. Kadri kicks it down low. A great play there by White Cloud to read that one. Gets it up to Jack Eichel. Eichel with a step over Anderson. Rasmus Anderson gets back in time. I think that was Uyghur for the most part getting that. But Eichel will strip Anderson once again, and he tries to spot Thomas Hurdle coming in. But it's picked off by the defenseman. This top defensive pairing of Anderson and Uyghur. Pretty effective now for the Calgary Flames. Theodore, he'll get the puck up. He'll go for a skate, finds Hurdle. Hurdle now tries to dipsy-doodle around with a one-handed deke, but it squirts free, and it's going to be Stone who takes this into the corner, now battling it with not one but two Calgary Flames. Huberdeau now. It's tied up there by White Cloud, who's looked pretty good so far in this one again. That behind the net pass that these players love to do so many times, it's a cool play, but it does get, you know, a little bit frustrating of how often the AI does try to do that. Hurdle now. Hurdle always looking to try and get closer and closer to the net before firing it. A shot on net by Theodore, blocked in front by, I believe that was, I don't think that was Huberdeau. I don't actually know who that was. Theodore now. Pressure now mounting in the Calgary Flames zone. A hit along the boards. It's Hurdle against Coleman. Coleman picks that one up, but he's under pressure. Bean now. He finally squirts it free, but it comes back to Holtz. Second line on the ice now for Vegas, and a shovel on net in front by William Karlsson. But Dustin Wolf will look big on that play. 14:24 left in the second period. It's been a pretty solid start here. You can see the numbers once again from the two goaltenders. Face off now by William Karlsson against Sharangovich. It'll be won by Karlsson. Hag keeps it in. Hanifin on net. It's a really good shot. Just goes wide. That's probably the first shot I've seen Hanifin take off a face-off win like that in a very long time. Mantha now. Turnover in front. We get there in time with a blocker save. Barbashev now. Ivan Barbashev looking for space. Gets into the Calgary Flames zone. Puck squirting free, and it's going to be Dustin Wolf with a big stretch glove save. 10 shots now to Calgary's 11. Oh, it's so weird seeing these jerseys. Like, they look good from the front. I actually like the jersey. Another big hit along the boards there. Alex Holtz gets up, no problem. Alex Holtz has been having, I mean, don't get me wrong, we have the top 6 in general are having a fantastic year. But I had a quick peek at the stats, and I think Holtz is up to something like 16 or 17 goals. He's got 35 points. Like, the kid is crushing it. Hanifin now, up to Holtz. And just as you would expect, Connor McDavid's at almost 60 points. Like, even with Eichel dominating, Eichel's at like 45, 46 or something. McDavid's already at 60. Like, he's going to have 200 points. Ooh, a nice hard shot there. And a big save. A little off balance, it looked like Wolf was. Barbashev now behind the net in front. It was a pass from William Karlsson trying to spot Alexander Holtz in front. Here we go, Holtz now. Back in. Has a man coming off the bench, gets in front, and it's a great stick by the defenseman, but it squirts right back to Nicholas Waugh coming off the bench. He had one opportunity. It was stopped by the stick of the defenseman, and Nicholas Waugh will corral that puck into the net off his own little mini rebound. Here you go. Shot in front. It's poked away. He gets the rebound and just shovels it through the 5-hole between Dustin Wolf, who did not have control over that puck. And what a great play coming off the bench. A great read down low. You can see the puck dip off the stick of the defenseman, and he just gets that one back before the poke check of Wolf. And that'll beat the goaltender. It was Alexander Holtz once again in the corner with a phenomenal play. Has a Houdini magic trick with his stick there, and he'll pick up the assist. This game right now is so buggy, dude. Holy Mackinac. All right, 2-1 is your score there. Great effort after a great back-to-back shifts there for the Golden Knights. Nicholas Waugh will kick that one free up to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev now back into his own zone. Tries to find a man to help him out. We're actually just going to hold on to the post here just in case they shovel that towards the net. Kuzmenko now Crisscrossing with Kadri back in front, and I mean, oh, this line is going to be the death of me, dude. Oh, our defensemen just can't seem to pick up this line on their passing plays. They're getting so many opportunities, and Huberdeau only has 5 this season. But look at this passing sequence, and just nobody sees Huberdeau in front. He easily picks that one up as he's cutting across the net, and he'll very easily shovel that one past us for a 2-2 hockey game. And oh my gosh, as quickly as we go up, we just completely fall apart in our own zone. Nobody picks up the loose man in front. Our defenseman behind Huberdeau, and Huberdoobie will pick up his 5th of the season, and it's now 2-2 hockey game as Theodore just gets absolutely run in open ice. I wish they would call that more. And it's going to be Corsair with a nice hard shot. Dorofeyev now down low, back in front, and Wall looking for his 2nd of the game. Wolf coming up big, so another good response by the third line here. I swear, we just can't catch a break in some of these games. It's like, man, that's a big hit. Holy jumpins. It just gets settled. We just got a go-ahead goal, and it's just complete and utter collapse in our own zone that leads to, like, they haven't had that many high-scoring chances. Yeah, the shots are 14-12, but when you look at all of Calgary's opportunities, there really hasn't been that many high-scoring chances. And all it takes is one good pass, one miscue from the defense, and that's it. Guy like Huberdeau, as much as he struggles, both in this game apparently, as well as real life, just one little time and space, and that's it. All right, I'm not liking these hits on Shea Theodore, to be honest with you. There's a couple really big hits. We've already lost Pietrangelo. We cannot afford to lose our 2nd top 2 defenseman. Theodore now finds Stone. Stone on the ice. Lays up a little bit of a reverse hit to avoid that one. Stone now. Mark Stone shrugs away from the forward and gets it down low with Eichel and Hertl giving chase. I have no idea how to say that defenseman's name either. There's so many Calgary players that I'm just not used to seeing anymore. Kuzmenko now gets around his man and fires it on the blocker. Kuzmenko again to the side of the net. Kadri now looking for somebody in front, and I believe that's Anderson now with the 16th shot for Calgary, and that's a good shift from them once again. Mark Stone now challenged by Huberdeau, and Weegar will get that loose puck. Over to Rasmus Anderson. Anderson up to Kadri. Kadri now down low behind the net. Nobody for Huberdeau to do that typical behind the net pass to, so he'll get it to this defenseman, and now we're under pressure. Now we're in trouble. Oh my gosh! And a sprawling effort as the puck stays. And take a breath here. I just want to see if they had time and space, or if that was a good play by the defenseman. So, big shot, tipped in front. That's what I saw. That is an unbelievable save here. I don't want to get the numbers in this shot, man. I hate... How do we... What an effort there. How do we get like a good angle of this? I don't know if there is. I think that's the best angle we got, but what a tip in front by Huberdeau. You can see Eichel down below trying to take away his man. The puck will go into the corner. I mean, he had time if he just got to that puck a little bit faster. Holy jumpins, tense moments now in the Vegas Golden Knights territory. A great shift once again by that Huberdeau line after the goal. But we'll make a big save off a tip in front. And we'll set up now as Eichel will spot in a trailing Noah Hanifin. And for the first time in forever, Hanifin takes another shot, doesn't opt for the pass, and he'll bank home his 3rd of the season now to regain a 1-goal lead. And let's hope this time it sticks for a little bit longer. What a shot by Hanifin. Gets that beautiful pass down low. A pass from Hertl to spot Eichel. Eichel with his eyes closed. Almost a 360 pass. Unbelievable eyes. He gets that 3rd eye perk. And Hanifin's going to go upstairs over the glove. And there you go. McDavid 58. Eichel 47, tying Austin Matthews. What a goal there with 5:14 left in the 2nd period. And the boys regain that 1-0 lead. Holtz now tries to go one-on-one, loses the puck, and Coleman comes back to help out. Anderson now up to Mantha. Holy crap, back and forth action from one end of the ice, desperation moments, to a goal the other way by a sprung rather, Noah Hanifin alone in the slot. Coleman now up to Anderson. Finds Sharangovich. Poke check away from him. Goes right back to Rasmus Anderson. I keep wanting to say Mikey Anderson because we played for LA for so long. But it is indeed Rasmus Anderson. Oh, a puck lost in front again. Come on, guys. Stop trying to get cute with it along our blue line. There's no need to do an open ice deke at our own blue line when you have two wingers. That guy looks like he's exhausted. That man has some bags under his eye. That road trip did not suit him very well. Anderson now back in front to Mantha, who stops and fires. And I mean, these turnovers right now are really starting to stress me out. A great shift again to keep that puck in, and a great effort along the front of the Vegas net will make a big save. And Wolf now, and McNabb under some distress. And he's going to skate off, and oh my gosh, can they stop injuring? We're going to have to turn... Oh, is that Waugh? No! I thought that was a defenseman. That was Nicholas Waugh, who was filling in for a defenseman, and he is going to skate off, and we just can't win. Man, I turned down the hit power to like 20% of what it was. I feel like I'm going to have to go even harder. Okay, he's on the bench. Nicholas Waugh, we'll have to keep an eye on him. Remains on the bench, takes a big hit filling in for the defenseman. And that's why numbers are really helpful here, so I can know who's getting absolutely crushed in this one. 2:28 left. Face-off to the left of Wolf. Sharangovich strong on the face-offs again. Gets it back to Uyghur. Up to Mantha. Boo's coming out a little bit as Mantha's one who's delivered a couple big hits already in this game. Anderson now. We'll make sure to hang on to this one. 22 shots now for the Calgary Flames against 16 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh, this is a physical game. I mean, every game is physical. It's just the sheer power of some of these hits. Like, ugh. A great play there by Waugh, who's back on the ice and saves a possible goal effort from the Calgary forward in front of the net, and you love to see it. And there's another hit along Waugh. This time, cross-checking for Mantha, deemed illegal, and we will go on the power play. And finally, these Calgary players are punished. Look at this hit. Right along the non-existent numbers. I don't know how you make that call when there is no numbers. Mantha's probably like, there is no numbers. How can that be a cross-check? But Mantha will go off for 2 minutes, and the Vegas Golden Knights will attempt to extend this with a 21.2 power play. I can't believe it's that low with how many games we've won. But we'll try to increase that number right here. 1:13 left in the second. Try to grab our first 2-goal lead of this game. Carlson in front. The puck is behind Wolf, and you can see Carlson cannot believe it as Wolf just lays flat on his back and keeps that puck out of the back of the net. Beautiful little shot, and just enough to have that one lay flat in the crease. And he will sprawl out to make that save. Woo-wee! We got some good scoring chances in this second period, baby. You got to think that if we're going to score on this power play, it needs to happen in this last minute. Starting the period on a power play is actually really difficult, even in a video game. Uyghur now, he'll shovel this one down deep, but Hurdle keeps it in. Eichel spins away from his man and gets a shot. Was hoping for a rebound. We had a player springing towards the net, had to stick on the ice, but it's a good save once again by the young goaltender, Dustin Wolf. Come on, boys, win a face-off. Kadri's been exceptional in the dot right now. Eichel's looked a little sluggish. He'll use his foot this time. Gets it to Hurdle, a tip in front. Back to Hurdle, who spots Eichel. Eichel will spin and try to fire that one between the 5-hole of Wolf. Kadri now, shorthanded into Vegas territory, and that's a very close call. A little too close as it hits right off our skate blade, it almost looked like. What are with these hits? Who are you, Hunt? How do you just lay a hip check in the middle of the ice with no speed? Like, come on. Stone now. Back to Theodore. 7 seconds left. Theodore cuts in front of the net and gives it back. Eichel, last effort, loses the puck, and that's going to do it for the second period. But the Golden Knights will regain that 1-goal lead. It was a back-and-forth period. That's the difference right there. That could have made it 2 goals going into the third, but a great save. And we will take that 3-2 lead as we approach the third period. There's your stats, 24-19. Time on attack in favor of Vegas, so it just shows you the chances are a little bit more dangerous for Vegas. And let's see if the boys can keep up the momentum, pot another one here with about a minute left on the power play, maybe a little less than a minute, and start the period off strong. Crowd's into it. 47 seconds left. Face-off win. Carlson now Loses the puck. It goes to Stone. Back. Some great puck movement. And not the best angle for a shot, but maybe hoping the puck squirts free. Wolves look good on those close shots, though. Like, you're going to need a little bit more to beat them on that. Face off now. iCUE against... Not even sure who that is taking the face off, but it's going to be Backlund. Backlund loses it. Some great support there by the wingers, but it will be Uyghur once again clearing this for Calgary. 25 seconds left in the power play. Hurdle brings it back in. Goes behind the net after losing the puck. And iCUE just can't beat... Man, Uyghur's such a strong defenseman in this game. I mean, he's a strong defenseman in real life as well. Like, he's actually proven himself to be very useful for Calgary, kind of emerging as that guy for them. I also have him in my fantasy league, so I know that he's been good. We will hang on to this puck. The power play expired, which means I want to get out a proper line. Sometimes if you play the puck and you have that forward on the defensive core, they actually don't change in this game for some reason. So you're stuck with a forward outplaying defense for a long period of time. So we'll just hang on. We'll make sure that the line shifts happen. Looks like we're sticking with our first line. But we do have, in fact, White Cloud jumping out in place of William Karlsson. So Stone now. Mark Stone. Gets that shot in. That's a good place shot. Go opposite side, off the pad, back in front to White Cloud. And some unbelievably fast puck movement. Maybe a little bit too quick. Nobody really knew what the heck was going on. Kuzmenko tries cutting across. He gives the puck away now. It's Theodore. Corralling back in his own zone. Hurdle comes back to help out. Out front to Shea Theodore. Up to Jack Eichel, who loses the puck momentarily, but he gets it back, and now he has a step. And Eichel tries to crisscross applesauce. And oh my gosh, there's just so many turnovers right now. It's hard to keep track with no jersey numbers. Stone with the backhanded on net. And Wolf is working hard as he's almost out of stamina, and we just started the third period. A lot of pressure coming out from the Vegas Golden Knights. We have a second line on the ice of William Karlsson, Ivan Barbashev, and Alexander Holtz. Can we win the faceoff? Karlsson's been good. He keeps it in. White Cloud now dishes it to Holtz. Holtz backhands it in front, but it's going to be Huberdeau. Holtz comes in to help out. Barbashev now and cross. William Karlsson. Where's this puck? Oh my gosh, what a save. Yes. What a shift. What a beautiful shift right the second line. Unbelievable stuff, and it's going to be Alexander Holtz, who's rewarded with his 16th of the season. Oh my gosh, first of all, what a save there by Wolf. But it's going to be the puck squirting free to Alexander Holtz. He gives the crowd a how you doing. You see Chance the Gila Monster loving that one, and I mean, Wolf is just left out to lunch on that play. Holy crap. We're actually going to take a look at the entire play because I still don't like the replay system. Okay, let's see how this unfolded. So it was a good shift up until this point. Stays in. Huberdeau has a chance to clear it. It's a 2-on-1 for Barbashev and Holtz. Barbashev takes it, finds William Karlsson all alone behind Kadri. He tries to go 5-hole, gets it up a little too high. The puck is kicked not once, but twice. This is another play by William Karlsson, and look at the sprawling Wolf in the perfect position. There you go. Rebound, and that's it. Once that puck comes free, it's going to be Holtz there, and he kicks it up to his stick, and he buries it for his 16th of the season. And he climbs William Karlsson up to 30, Holtz up to 33, and Barbashev up to 33. Unbelievable line that we have in this second forward core for the Vegas Golden Knights, and they are rewarded with a beautiful goal. A great 4 minutes to start this period. We'll make a big save there as that puck almost fooled our goaltender. Why did that... Sorry, I know I'm pausing that a lot, but I know we won't see this replay. Why did that... Oh, I guess I was probably going... No, that actually had eyes. That actually had eyes. So now I understand why our guy kind of... That's a full spread eagle, baby. If your groin isn't hurting after seeing that one, my lord. Anyway, let's stop pausing the game. Barbashev now. He gets the puck in. Coleman now. And he has a 2-on-1. Nope, it's a forward getting back for Vegas. And it looks like a couple of exhausted Calgary players. And the pressure right now, 5 minutes into this third period, has completely tilted to the one end of the ice. And we aren't done here. Sharon Govich now trying to skate this one through the neutral zone. Gets it up to Mantha. Mantha over to Coleman. Coleman with another shot on net. That's 29 now for the Calgary Flames. Barbashev up to Stone. Mark Stone. He has time and space. A weird line change as they kind of just get stuck on each other. And it's going to be iCUE with a quick shot, and Wolf will hang on to that one. 4-2 with 14:10 left in this video game. Let's go, baby. Oh, man, that start of the third period could not have gone better. That got my juices flowing. I love when the first line comes out and has a really good shift. They do a mid-play transition to the second line, and they just dominate and are rewarded with a good goal. Here we go now, Backlund. Backlund into the Vegas territory, and it's another good effort by the defenseman. Hurdle now. Careful with that puck there, buddy. Eichel. Jack Eichel loses the puck, and the puck is passed up to Zari. We'll hang on to this one. Oh, I was going to play it to the right side, but it's probably best that we just hang on. 30 shots now recorded for Calgary. So busy night in net. Like I said, it's not been like the toughest in terms of like crazy scary chances, but they've just peppered us with a lot of shots. I mean, that's what you got to do sometimes. The rebounds in this game are absolutely wild. I'm just going to hold on to this one for another face-off as well. I just don't trust with full pressure that I'm going to get that puck and the defenseman's going to make a smart play to get that one up the ice. 56 to 48 hits. You know these Be a Pro goalie matches are going to be physical. The AI just steps it up a notch for whatever reason. Another face-off win by Calgary. Hanifin now has a chance to clear it. Just gets it up, but no, it's held along the blue line. Zari now in front, and some good puck movement, and I mean, that's why I didn't want to pass the puck out, because you just know that our players are not going to make the smart play under pressure. That's why the full pressure system makes no freaking sense. You have Hanifin alone, nobody pressuring him, gets it all alone at the blue line, and instead of passing it, he tries to skate it, loses the puck. They make a great play, and it's going to be Kevin, is it Bale or Ball? In all alone down low, and he's just going to easily flick it up over our pad and in for a 4-3 goal. And I mean, that's the full pressure system in a nutshell. It just makes your players look like they don't know how to play hockey, and that's why I hate it. I get that the pressure and the momentum should exhaust your players a little bit, but it's just way too overpowered, and you do not see any good plays coming out of it. That should have been an easy clear. Instead, it's held along the blue line, and it leads to a goal. 4-3 is your score now, as Wolf struggles to hang on to that one. That's the goal that I absolutely despise seeing. No chance. It's basically a 3-on-1 with an exhausted Vegas player, and now you can see the momentum shift. Making mistake after mistake now. Corsair, third line on for Vegas. Can they spark anything back into the territory of the Calgary Flames? Another turnover. Kuzmenko now into the Vegas zone. Winds up and will make a big glove save on that. I'm going to play it out because why not? Doesn't seem to matter. Dorofeyev now. 10 minutes left in the third period. And what a nifty little dangle. Gets a shot off. Beats Uyghur. You love to see that. Hey, it's still been a really good hockey game. It's just that kind of goal just can't happen, man. You can't have somebody like Noah Hanifin at the blue line trying to skate it out when he has two people in front of him he could pass it to. 9:44 on the clock. Face-off now won by Carlson. He's been a stud in the dot. Alex Holtz now. Back to Barbashev. Hanifin. I wish he would just turn and spin and fire. Kuzmenko now. Loses it to Haig. Great little poke check by Haig. He's kind of a quiet defenseman. You don't really see him involved offensively a lot. Kind of just comes in, does the right thing. Drops back when he needs to. Kuzmenko now at the blue line again. He's been kind of all over the ice for the Calgary Flames. Made some good plays. Kadri in front will backhanded that one into the corner. 34 shots now. Anderson up to Kuzmenko. We'll hang on for our 35th shot against. My lord. So every couple games you get a couple teams that just pepper you with shots. And it's fun. Like I like being busy in net, but I would still argue that I think Vegas has been the better team in this one. Holtz now with a burst of speed. Alexander Holtz gets absolutely rocked by Uyghur. Make sure he's okay. Yeah, he gets up a little sluggish, but no worse for wear. A return hit now. Holtz into the corner, pinned along the board, waiting for a man to help him out. Gets it up, spots Hurdle. First line on now for the Golden Knights. Holtz. Come on, boys. Let's use our brains here. Hurdle now will skate this one out. Little shovel pass to Eichel behind. Eichel with a hard shot. And that cross seam far side shot seems to be baffling Wolf just a little bit, but he's so good at the rebounds right now. They're just literally dropping in front of him for him to easily cover up. And that's why you need a hard-working goal like our fourth one to really beat him. He's been good. 30 shots against now. Mantha into Coleman. Coleman with a hard shot down low. Full pressure already. I feel like that's... Oh my gosh, I went the other way, but we got back just in time. Hanifin now. Noah Hanifin. The crowd is into this one. 5 minutes left now as Uyghur will skate behind his net. Look for Wolf to be called to the bench at some point. Hanifin. Corsair with the big hit. He gets it up to Dorofeyev on the ice. Third line now. Back in front to Hanifin, and Hanifin has a chance for another goal in this game, but now he's down low. Now he's down low. You see the forward trying to streak forward. Gets it across. Uyghur. And a nice little cross seam play. Huberdeau jumping out of the way to make sure that puck gets towards the net. But we see that one cleanly, and it's 38 shots now for the Calgary Flames. What an exciting one, returning back home for a matchup in the T-Mobile Arena. Come on, boys. Let's go. Keep it up. You got the Gila monster cheering them on in the corner. Won by Kadri. Kadri drops it. Where's this puck? Kadri gets it. Oh my gosh, the puck is just bouncing off everybody in front. It's going to be White Cloud who skates it in a safe space. 3 minutes left in the first, or in the third, not the first. Oh man, if we had 40 shots against in the first, I'd be scared. 3 minutes left in the third. Kuzmenko now. Kuzmenko back in front, another big save. Puck squirts in front of the net again. Wah under pressure, but gets it up to White Cloud, who spots Theodore and gives it to Dorofeyev. 2 minutes left. And a big save short side. Again, he's been really lights out with that glove. If he sees that puck and he's in tight, he's making that save. I know we've beat him on a couple plays, but man, oh man, he's looked sharp with that glove. All right, first line on now. Eichel for the faceoff. Loses it against Sharangovich, who is on his strong side. Bean across to whoever that guy's name is. Mantha now. Tries to cut back. Hurdle will pick it up in a burst of speed now. Come on, Stone. Show me those legs. I know you don't got much, but Hurdle behind the net. Back in front to Eichel, and Eichel will rip it. And that surely will be the dagger to the Flames' hope as Jack Eichel gets in perfect position. And that play down low by Hurdle is exactly what you need. Just in the right position, beats his man behind the net, and instantly gets rid of the puck. Doesn't leave any opportunity for error. And it's another partial save by Wolf. But it's going to be Jack Eichel for his 20th of the season before the new year. And the Vegas Golden Knights have a 2-goal lead late in this third period. Now, what an exciting game we have here. I love it. This has been such a fun season so far, man. Unbelievable stuff. Great effort. Jack Eichel now above Austin Matthews with his 48th point. He has a big season ahead of him. He'll win the faceoff to boot. We have 40 shots against, 37 save effort thus far. And nearly another rip there by Thomas Hurdle, the hard shooting forward. Back in front now. Mantha picks off that pass to the defenseman. Empty now. Empty net now as Wolf heads to the bench. Mantha with a sharp side shot. Eichel tripped off the puck, but they're going to let it play. Hounding the puck there against the defenseman. 6 men on for the Calgary Flames. Anderson, 40 seconds left. The boos are coming out as he's injured a player before. We're going to pass that one behind with the momentum going the other way. Holtz now. Can he be rewarded for his second? No, he fires it wide. Could have taken one more step to guarantee that goal. I don't know why the AI try and fire it from so far away, but it's going to be Kadri now. Drop passes it to Zari. Hounded by the puck. Not by the puck, by the man on the puck. I can't even speak. Barbashev now. Ivan Barbashev. He loses that race, and it's going to be Kuzmenko. Winds up, and they're just firing it on net now. As we have a 42 save effort going. This might be our busiest effort of the season so far. 45 shots against. Oh my gosh. 6.1. The net is still empty. Come on, let's end strong, boys. I'll tell you what, we've had some matchups this year, and some of them have felt easier than others. This has felt like an absolute whirlwind, as we have 43 save effort returning home to the T-Mobile Arena. And there you can see Huberdeau, or is that Backlund? I think Backlund's the captain, right? What an effort from the boys. We don't need numbers or nameplates to win that one. It's a great effort. I really wish they didn't mess up this jersey, because it's actually a really cool outfit. And we're going to go ahead and take this second grudge match against the Calgary Flames, putting up 2 more points this season and extending our own record to 8 wins now. Let's go, baby. What an effort. I am absolutely exhausted after that one. Whew. There you have it. What a performance. What a great game, man. Those first like 4 goals were so ass. We had own goals from both teams. Then we had goal after goal. And it's just like, ooh-wee.
Did you like that out there on the ice?
All right, there you go. What a great effort. I mean, team play C+ seems a little bit harsh for that good of a game. But we will take that one, extending our record to 8-4-1. Man, the boys in gold, I guess red in that game, are absolutely flying right now. We'll go ahead and simulate to our next game. We got the Montreal Canadiens 19-13-4. Oh, who is still ahead of us? How are we still in second? And we ended up winning. Did we win that game as well? 4-3 with Philly up next. We're now into the new year. And we're going to get the next game at home against the Philadelphia Flyers. So we're kind of going back and forth to start this new year off. Honestly, probably not a bad idea giving Aiden Hill some more time off because, spoiler alert, you got a busy January coming up. Spoiler alert, he's going to be the starting goaltender in the playoffs. And you got the New Jersey Devils at 27-9-5. They're the first place team. 59 points. Holy jumpins. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys liked that video as much as I did. I am sorry that the jerseys did not work out. I don't know what to tell you. That's just EA being EA. Still a fun jersey to use. I'm exhausted. That was a great game. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's still 85% of you guys liking these videos, but you're not clicking that free subscribe button. Let's continue to grow the channel together. We have a goal of 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I think it's more than attainable. Let's grow this channel together. Let's continue to have fun in this playthrough. And as always, until the next video, make sure you're taking care of yourself. We'll catch you back here in the next one. Until then, bye for now.